let's talk about respect before love. So in this video, I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about one more thing. So if you guys ever see those weird little comments, this spellcaster can bring your, I know you guys probably all know that it's a scam. Don't click on them. Don't touch them. It's hard to stay on top of how many, because they'll go back to like all my old videos and just start, so I want to turn off the comments. That's how annoying it is. But don't click on that shit. It's a scam. Okay. So what I want to talk about is respect before love. The idea of this is really, really important because respect, trust, and all that stuff gets formed as the relationship is growing. So when you first meet a girl, let's think back to this. I want you guys to go back to mentally to when you guys were dating first, right? You guys got together and right when she met you, she gauged you. She looked at your body language, she your energy, how you are. You walk with confidence, so to speak, whatever. From there, every single interaction with you, right? She is going to just be reading you and she's going to be giving you her best self if she really likes you. And you're going to be giving her your best self. Well, over time, there are going to be little instances where, a little test will come at you. It'll be really small, right? And sometimes the tests are so subtle. So sometimes if she won't answer her, say you send her a text, right? She won't answer you right away. Just to see how you are, see how you're going to react. And this is where the disrespect will come from. This is where, not disrespect blatant, but like this is where she won't respect you as much, let's say that, is when you freak out. See, the way to make yourself look the most unattractive in terms of an energetic standpoint is when, especially for men, this is for men right now, not the ladies, okay? Ladies too, but to a degree, we can kind of understand when you guys freak out. So when a man loses his cool, oh, you didn't text me back. Who you fucking? Who you talking to? Right? When you just make yourself look like a fucking clown. So don't do that. Okay? So that's number one. So when you lose emotional control and you can't keep yourself, under control, then she's not going to respect that. She's going to be like, okay, if this can make my man freak out, the world is a whole lot worse, right? What if some shit goes down? What is he going to do? Freak out and cry like a baby? Now, I have my days too, fellas. I have days where I'm just not in a good fucking mood. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But at the end of the day, she needs to, and this is where you will get to a point in your relationship. I'm gonna call this the setting point, the settling point, let's say. I don't mean settle in like, she's, disregarding all other best options just to be with you. I don't mean it like that. It means kind of like when concrete settles. It's when she trusts and respects you so much and your masculine energy and your nature that you will take care of business no matter what happens. That is when things will be okay. And you can have those days and you can have those, because you're human. Right? Everyone in every coach, everybody who makes these videos can talk about how you need to be fucking on top of your shit. You need to be chasing excellence and all that. But everyone has bad days. Everyone has days where they're just off. Okay. And you can mitigate that. You can have less of those when your life is better. You have less pressure. Yeah. You're going to have way more, instead of 360, instead of having like maybe 100 bad days a year, you can have like 50 and then 20 and then 10 and so on and so on as your life has less pressure. That's why working on yourself is so important, working on your emotions. Because when your emotional pool overflows, that's when everything will fall apart and you're fucked. And you're just going to push everyone away from you. You're not going to be a pleasant person to be around. And what do I always say about people that go through breakups? It's because of too much negativity over a consistent amount of time. Going back to the idea of respect before love, she will respect you when she doesn't see you freak out. And there's another point to this. On top of your emotional control, it's how available are you? She's never going to respect you if you're always available. If she texts you and you're right back with her, you're right back messaging her like fucking 2 minutes later, that's a problem. That's okay as long as it's random. It needs to be random, but more often than not, she cannot be, she should wonder about you. Coach Corey Wayne taught me this. She needs to wonder. She needs to wonder about you. She needs to think about you. She needs to wonder where she stands. And that's going to automatically happen when you don't answer your fucking phone. That's what women do. That's the world they live in. Oh, he's not answering me. I wonder what he's doing. What's going on? Does he still love me? That's automatic, right? If you're scarce, she'll think about you more, which is going to make her attraction go up, which is going to make her respect you because she probably thinks that you're on your grind. Especially when you're cool about it, when she confronts you about it. Say because girls today are going to be like, why aren't you messaging me? Because everybody is on their fucking phones, right? So when everyone's on their phones and you're not that person, you're automatically going to be different, but she's not always going to like it right away. And she's not going to respect it right away. And you just got to keep saying, look, babe, I'm on my mission. I'm on my purpose. I'm on my grind. Would you rather me be at your beck and call all day? And, she's going to know. She'll be like, yeah, I do want that. Yeah. But really, we all know she doesn't want that shit. What she really wants is a man to stand up to her and to do what he wants to do and march to the beat of his own fucking drum. That's what she really wants. That's what makes her wet. So instead, fellas, remember, you have to respect yourself. You have to set boundaries. Set boundaries. If she tests you and it's disrespectful, you say, no, that's not happening here today. Fuck that shit. That's not happening. Okay? And then you say, look, I love you, I respect you, and this is going well so far, but this behavior right here I'm not putting up with this. And you remove yourself from that situation. You say, let me know when you are not this. Okay? Now, people might think that that's sort of like a condescending sort of behavior. No, that is you standing. See, people don't even know what standing up for yourself even looks like anymore. People are like, oh, you're acting emotional. People say that when you're like, go fuck yourself. This is where you have to have that BDE, right? The big dick energy, and just say, look, I'm not putting up with this. My life is a no drama zone. Again, a Corey Wayne thing I learned. I reference him a lot because I learned a lot of fundamental skills from him and implemented them into my life. And I'm always going to give credit where credit is due. So that dude, you need to buy his book, 3% Man, and just watch his videos. Look, what you're going to gain from them. He's really teaching you how to be masculine. He's teaching you how to stand up for yourself without being too fucking rigid. Okay. When you're too fucking rigid as a man, you're not soft and gentle enough to keep a woman thinking that, you're going to be gentle with her. See, Elliot Hulse also taught me something called the tender aggressor, meaning like you have to be tender and good with her in bed and stuff like that and at home. But in the real world, you got to be a fucking man, right? And that's sort of the idea behind that. But if you're too rigid, because I met some guys that are like that. They're too right? You can't be like that because she's going to be like, you have to relax. So respect comes before respect. Respect comes before love. And that respect will grow and grow and grow as she sees you, as she spends more time with you, as she understands your energy, as she sees how you handle the world around you and how you handle people around you, how your energy is around you, your confidence. That respect will grow. And watch, you'll see, it'll be a great thing. You guys will have a great time. And when the trust sets, kind of like concrete, right? When the trust sets, the respect sets, right? You set boundaries for yourself, right? When that shit sets, she's going to fall in love with you, right? And this always comes back to respecting and loving yourself, because if you don't, she can't. She can't. And that's why all you hear from this side of the YouTube world is work on yourself. But working on yourself is a lot. It takes a lot of patience and focus, and you really have to focus on your emotions. How can you handle the world if your emotional pool is always full? Okay? You're always going to feel anxious. See, when your emotional pool is full, let's say this is a level, right? You're always going to feel anxious when it's right here, as if it's about to overflow. And the next person to pour any water in there, it's going to go and you're going to lose your shit. Well, your boss can add water to that. Your ex, right? Your girlfriend, if you're in a relationship, your ex-girlfriend, your family. Anybody who adds negativity to your life will add to that pool. But every pool has a drain, and you have to be the person. And I think that everybody has negatives in their lives, right? And I think when you work on yourself, you either create a bigger drain or you make a bigger pool, however you want to look at it. And it's up to you to work on that. And it's up to you to keep the drains clean and so on and so forth. Dumb analogy sometimes, I know. But the idea is you have to work on that and working on your emotions. That's why Letting Go by David Hawkins is so important. That book, it's over there on my desk, but it's a yellow book, yellow and white book. It's the most important book I think I've ever read because the idea behind it is being present. And I want to talk about that real quick before I get off this video. This video is long already, but being present. Think back to when you and this girl that you were once with, because I know I'm attracting people that are going through breakups. Think about when you guys first met. You were not thinking about the future or the past with her because how could you? It doesn't work that way, right? But then when you get into a relationship and she starts testing you and things start getting a little negative, you guys have your first fight and so on and so forth. You guys start, you start, instead of this, imagine if this was the present moment, you start doing this. And the present moment's always here. It's always here in the focus, right in the middle. But you end up thinking in the future or the past. And then you guys get further and further and further away. And then you guys grow apart. Well, the idea behind letting go is staying in the present moment, right? If you guys have a disagreement, end it there. And this takes two people. So it's really important that you create that version first so that you can attract a woman into your life that is just like that. Because like attracts like. If you suck, I'm sorry to say this, it's going to hurt a little bit. If you are emotional, if you are abusive, what do you think you're going to attract in your life? You're going to attract somebody who either likes being abused, who has low self-esteem, or they're abusive themselves, right? I have so many guys messaging me and they're like, yeah, we're both toxic. I want to get her back. I'm like, why? Why do you want to get a girl back who you know is toxic and bad for you, right? I'm in love. We had a genuine connection. I hear that all the time. And I want you guys to know, I believe that you guys have those, but you have to put the self-preservation. See, love makes people do some very funny things. At least they think it's going to be something that they can fix. You have to fix yourself first. Love isn't just this magical thing that just gets created in the air and you and her get connected to it. It comes from her and it comes from you. It's a give and take. It's a back and forth. It always will be. So if you want a better life, if you want a better relationship, you have to fix you first. It all starts with you. Coaching is down below. Check out my latest video. It'll be around here somewhere. And I'll see, not my latest video, but one of my last videos and another suggested video will be around here. I'll see you guys later. Done.